Hi guys, and welcome to part 16 of my tutorial. This time we're going to update and improve the player sprites and maybe make our animation system a bit simpler. For the people that have already seen part 6 of my tutorial and understand it completely, I'm sorry, but we're gonna repeat a lot of stuff in this part. And the reason for that is to get the visuals firstly updated and to make things simpler for me to implement the combat into the game, because that's what we're probably going to do in the next part. We're gonna start with the combat system. Anyway, let's get to it. The first thing I'm gonna do is delete a couple of animations, the start animations. Now, earlier I said that implementing a start animation into your animation system would make the animation transition look much smoother, but it also makes things a lot more difficult, because you get 4 new animations or transitions into your system, and that can cause your whole system to become a lot more difficult to understand and overall slower in responsiveness, and that's not what we want. So we're gonna delete the start transitions, and we're gonna make a direct transition from the idle let's make this window a bit bigger, from the idle state to the walk state. So let's make a transition, and when he's idle right, walk right must be true. Walk right must be true, and the exit time can go away, because we're not working with the exit time anymore. And that's also a lot better, because in this way the player has more control and time doesn't matter for the character in game to change from animation. So anyway, let's do the same thing to all the other ones. Walk up, when walk up is true, and this one will be deleted. And let's do the same thing here. Now add another one, when walk left is true. Let's delete the exit time, and let's do the same thing here. Okay. What's the other one? When walk down is false, we go back to the idle down animation state. Let's check these. Alright, it's true, and down is true. Yeah, let's keep it this way for now. Maybe I'm gonna change it a bit more later on, but yeah, let's just keep it this way. Okay. Now, as I said earlier, I'm gonna change the player sprite. So these were the sprites that we're using currently, or we used in the previous tutorials, and now I'm gonna use these, and I find these a lot better because they are from a much better angle and have a more modern feeling to them. But of course I can understand if you find the other ones better. Let's open them up in the sprite editor and let's zoom in so you guys can see how they look. Now they have a bit less detail, but because of that they look a bit more modern in a kind of way. I don't know. Anyway, we're going with this. So let's slice them automatically, and let's check each of these to be sure that nothing is left out of each sprite. But I don't think there is any problem. No, all the shadows are in it. So yeah, let's apply this and close the sprite editor. Let's have a look at our sprites. They all look good. I see no problem. And for comparison, I can make this window a bit larger so you can really see them face, so you can compare them. I find the new ones a lot more modern than the old ones, although these have a bit more detail in them. But anyway, I'm gonna delete these, and now we have to update all of our animations. So the idle down is going to be this one. And let's go to the idle up. Where's the idle up? That's this one. The idle left, that's this one. Idle left, this one here. I'm a bit sick, so that's why my voice is a bit hard to understand. So anyway, let's continue with the other ones. We had a time interval of 0.06 seconds for each frame transition, so let's keep it that way. This is the walk right animation. So we're gonna use now this one. The sprite sheet has also the frame that's supposed to be the start transition, the one that we deleted in the animator, the one that was here normally. But I'm not gonna use it because I also deleted the transition, or the states, sorry. I'm just gonna use these for the walk right animation. So let's put this one at 0 second. Let's put this one at 0.6 second. Let's put this one at 0.12. Did I make a mistake? I started with this one, then I went to this one. Wait. let's just do it over. It's not that big of a deal. So this one is at 0.6, this one is at 0.12, this one is at 0.18, and then we are going to use the first one again at 0. Or at 1. Yeah, at 1. Okay, so let's just check it out real fast to see if it is working. Yeah, it works fine. Okay, and the walk right should just work right away. Yeah, that's also working. Maybe it's transitioning a bit slow, but that doesn't really bother me. Also, you can skip ahead if you already understand what I'm going to do next. You can skip to the last one, because now it's just repeating the same action over again and filling all these animations with the right frame. So this one at 0.12, and then wait again here, 1, 2, 3. This one at 18, and then the first one at 1. Okay. Then walk up. Delete this, this, and this. Where's the walk up? It's here. Gonna start with this frame. Then we're gonna go to this one. Continued by this one. And then this one. And finally the first one again. So it continues in a loop. This is the walk down, so we're gonna use these. This is 0. This is 0.6. Did I choose 0.12? Nah, I made a mistake. That's not. I made a mistake somewhere. I'm not sure when. I'm sorry, guys. So we begin with this one. Then we go to this one. We go to this one. This one. And finally the third one again. Whoa. Double clicked it accidentally. Okay. So let's see if we're finished with the animations. Let's try it out in game. I zoomed it up a bit. So yeah, all the animations are working. What I also want to change is the way the player goes, the animation that is shown when the player goes diagonally, because the animation that is shown right now is based on which animation is shown before you move diagonally. So for example, if I go to the left and then go up, the animation that is run is shown at is shown when I go left is shown when I go diagonally. But if I go up and then I go to the left, sorry you can't see that because we should have an object. So if I go up and then to the left, then this animation is shown. And I want to make the animation that is shown when you go diagonally consistent, and preferably I want it to be the one that is shown when you go to the left, so not the one that is shown when you go up. So that's really easy to change. I just have to open up the Animator system, and I always have a struggle with finding that small enlarger. But anyway, so when we so we only go to walk up if walk up is true, obviously, but we go down when no, we have to make a transition here to walk left, and let's make it when walk left is true. Let's try this out, hope that it works. So I don't know if you guys can see it, but I can see that it works. The only problem that's left is that when the animation stops, it immediately goes to idle up. Probably because we still got probably because we first released the left button, the A button, and then the W button, so it registers as when the walk left animation is playing and I stop using the A button, it goes to idle left, but I still got my hands on the W button, so it immediately goes to idle up. So that's a problem that we should deal with. But first I'm gonna stop playing the game, and I'm going to do the same to walk down. So I'm gonna make this transition if walk left is true, and I'm gonna do the same with walk right. So this one is true when walk right is true, and I'm gonna make another transition here. That's when walk right is true. So okay, I'm gonna show you what I just meant by zooming this in firstly, so you can see what that it works and what I meant with the. So now we're going up, and when I release both buttons, he looks up. It goes to the idle up animation, and I can't see that problem on the right side. That's really odd, because it shows that our code isn't really consistent in one way or another, and I have to search up. What's causing that problem? So yeah, there is something inconsistent, I think. So let's see here. um 15 seconds. This one is 0.08 seconds, and this one is 0.08 seconds. So they're the same. Let's see the script for a bit. Player animation. That's the script we're looking for. Okay. So a key set bool. I can't see no, I can't see something that's different for the right side. So let's run the game again and let's look at the parameters. I'm definitely missing out on something, but right now that's not a problem. I'm gonna fix it in the next part, I guess. Let's see. Right now we can't see any sprite on our player because it's missing a sprite. So let's make an idle. So let's give it an idle sprite. That should be this one. Okay. So yeah, right now I got everything done that I wanted to in this tutorial. The only real problem that remains is when I release the buttons, that it automatically goes to the idle up animation, and I'll probably fix that in the next part because it's gonna take a long time right now to see what the mistake is that I made, and this part already is a bit too long. So yeah, thanks for watching guys, and have a nice day. And don't forget, the next time we'll begin with the combat.